Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's not that late. I mean, it's like 10 to 10, but a little late. But I'm gonna push through this video. Today's video, well, it's a couple clash video. We're getting to the point further along, so I'm gonna do weddings. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the parts of the weddings that I can remember, because some of them, like, I just remember. The ones that are like, oh, it's a wedding, it's generic, it's whatever. I'm gonna give it a ranking out of 10. And she's my favorite. And this one, everyone will be in it, although everyone was in the last video, so, yeah. So we'll start with, since we're in the thumbnail of the last video, we'll start with Tiny Amy. So their wedding actually was pretty good. Now, because Hardland and Hunter Dragon are the only ones that aren't church-based weddings, because of course Hardland takes place in a modern era, so church-based weddings aren't that much of a thing anymore. I mean, for me it will be, but for some people it's not. Pretty fine, but it was similar to most weddings where, you know, they have all this, but they did something creative. Somehow they were able to fit all their guests in the front of the living room. Didn't know it was that big. So, and theirs was actually perfect with Tiny Amy. I loved the way they did their vows. That was very interesting. But I think it was more edited to make it look like that than what they actually did. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Well, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. It might be the way it was. Might not be. So for Tiny Amy, I'd give their wedding, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. Let's move on to Hiccup and Astrid. So this is actually different than else's because this is a Viking wedding, not an actual Viking wedding, but you know what the DreamWorks and How to Train people are interpreting a Viking wedding to be like. So it's a little bit different, and we don't actually see the entire thing. We only see parts of it, but the parts we do see of it are pretty good. So, but because we don't see the entire thing and it's a little different, unfortunately, and you guys know how much I love Hickman Ashton, but in couple clash videos, they always usually end up on the bottom or not in the video. And when they are but when they are in the video, they're usually either in the bottom or there's the odd time they're in the top. In this case, they're going to be at the bottom because they're getting a 4. And it makes me sad that I had to do that, but there wasn't that much of it. There should have been more. Okay, Laura and Amado. Considering that theirs was a spur of the moment thing, it was actually pretty good way. I mean, they had everyone there that they really wanted. I mean, if it hadn't been a spur of the moment thing, probably would have been in the church in Walnut Grove. Would have had other people there besides just Hester Sue, Mom, Pa, Mary, and Adam, Liza Jane, and the preacher, and maybe the blind kids. But it actually was a pretty good way, especially for Laura and Amado. The entire relationship between them, the wedding that they had worked perfectly. So I'll give them an 8. So they're like tied with Tiny Amy, but Tiny Amy might go down to, well, actually, no, I'll give Tiny Amy an 8 as well. So Gus and Felicity. So these guys, I'm gonna give them a 6 just because it was a pretty generic wedding, but I did like the fact that Felicity and Gus decided they can't have the wedding without Aunt Hetty, so in the middle of the wedding, Felicity ran all the way to Rose Cottage and then brought Aunt Hetty back. That was actually kind of nice. But the fact that it was the last episode in the season, it didn't feel rushed, but it was just like, you guys had so much. Of course, they did bring Sarah back, but they didn't bring Andrew back. Like, seriously, bring Andrew back. Like, I liked him, okay? So let's remember if this video, be sure you this video a like, subscribe, hit notification bell, stay tuned for Walton Week on Tuesday. Yeah, and just know about the summer, not going to be doing very many videos because I am working quite a bit and I'm moving. So I'm going to be doing a Disney DreamWorks summer where I'll be doing videos on Disney and DreamWorks, so there will be some How to Train Dragon. Just so that way I don't have to constantly be doing videos a week. I can at least do, like, you know, a video here, video there. So, if that's, so stay tuned for the summer, or don't watch it all this summer if you're looking for this content. Okay, see you.